Tell us more about why we're seeing these clashes between Pakistan and Afghanistan.
Well, there's a long history of border clashes and crossfire incidents on this particular border. And usually they are triggered by the unusual number of people who are crossing the border. At times, there are skirmishes also among the people who want to cross over the border. So this has been part of the Pakistan-Afghan history for quite some time. On 14th of November, an Afghan Taliban guard basically shot dead one Pakistani security guard and injured another one. And now this is another incident. So this is a pattern that we have seen. At times it is triggered by what the Afghans say, mistreatment or maltreatment of the people wanting to cross the border. But the other side says, just because there's so many people without visa wanting to come into Pakistan, so we cannot let everybody in. And when they insist, obviously, it leads to then altercations between the guards and the people, the Afghans. So this is a very unfortunate, sad humanitarian story that keeps evolving. I mean, you would know that the Afghan Taliban do not encourage a lot of people leaving the country. Also, the visa restrictions placed by Pakistan. Pakistan has gone online as far as visas for Afghans are concerned. So the numbers have gone down, the number of visas that are being issued. That also creates another mental strain for the people. So once they get the visa, they are eager to cross over. But then among them, accompanying them, there are a lot of people who may not possess the visa. And then they meet this fate at the border. And this creates resentment, anger among a lot of Afghans, as well as among the security guards on the Pakistani side.
As you say, we have seen these border tensions for decades, with Afghanistan disputing the border that essentially the British have demarcated back in 1947. But how has the Taliban changed that dynamic ever since they took power in Afghanistan last year?
No Afghan leader, whether it's a Taliban leader or their predecessors, is ready to publicly acknowledge that this 2,560-kilometer long border is the internationally recognized border of Pakistan. So they try to play politics on this very issue, and this is one continuous irritant in the bilateral relations. So everybody with a vested interest in fanning hatred, in fanning in injecting bad blood in the bilateral relation, very easily uses this border, which Pakistan has already fenced, almost entirely fenced, and at places the Afghan Taliban and before them the previous government soldiers, they would try to uproot that border, cut the fence, just as a mark of displeasure or disapproval of this border. And this is what I think the American officials have also been publicly acknowledging, that we have to come to terms with the reality that this is an officially recognized, internationally recognized border of Pakistan, and the Afghan leaders shall have to divorce this politics of expedience. They shall have to stop playing politics on this issue, because this just then infuriates the public sentiment as well. So this is something that somehow has to be dealt with sooner than later.
Okay, Imtiaz Gul, we will have to leave it there, but really good to get your analysis on such a complex issue. Thank you again for joining us.